Paradox Interactive and Colossal Order are going their separate ways. I'm in shock. I can't lie. I'm in shock. After reading the announcement, I was like, I'm still kind of trying to digest this. It just came out, and yeah, so what happened? We have something here on the PDX forum update on City Skylines. Let's go through it a little bit and then talk about specifically what comes next, what is going to happen to our beloved city building simulation. For me specifically, I'm talking City Skylines 1. I'm not too fond of City Skylines 2. I've sunk in about 150 hours in. I don't really like the game as much as I do Cities 1, but let's jump into the announcement first, and then we'll talk a bit about it. So after more than a decade of a successful collaboration across numerous titles they're both immensely proud of, Paradox and Colossal Order have mutually decided to pursue independent paths. This shit was made thoughtfully in the interest of both teams for the strongest possible future for the city's franchise. So right off the bat, mutually decided. Okay, so we'll just take that with a grain of salt. I don't really know. It seems more like CO was pushed out. I don't know. Development of City Skylines franchise will move to a different studio, and Colossal Order looks forward to building on its experience across new projects, exploring new creative opportunities. Both companies excited for what the future holds, with remaining deeply appreciative of our shared history, blah, blah, blah. 15 years, this is blah, 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 blah. This means, here it comes. Here's the nitty gritty. City Skylines franchise will move to the new developer. It will be Iceflake Studios. Based also in Finland, Iceflake Studios is one of Paradox Interactive's internal management game studios. Hard work getting into the nuts and bolts of City Skylines 2. Specifically, Iceflake will take over all existing and future development for City Skylines 2, including free updates for the current version, continuous work on the editor and console editions, as well as future expansions and content packs. This means that Cities players will be able to look forward to new updates and content drops for many years. Couple things in this. A developer from Paradox Interactive's internal management game studios. So, okay. Good luck getting into the nuts and bolts of City Skylines 2. I don't know how it is, but a game this huge, I don't know how easy it is to just hand it over to someone. And I don't know these things. I'm not a game dev. Maybe somebody out there can enlighten me. I have no idea, but it seems like it's going to be a ton of work. And specifically, Iceflake will take over existing and future development. So everything, the free updates, current version, continuous work, blah, blah. This, it just sounds like they didn't trust Colossal Order. They squeezed them out, and they're bringing in their own team, their own dev team, to continue work on that. And this means that players will be able to look forward to new updates, content drops for many years. So this also kind of excludes work on a potential third City Skylines for now. Yeah, this is all speculation on my part, by the way. Colossal Order will implement a few additional updates before leaving, including the bike patch, long-awaited addition of bikes, old town buildings, bug fixes, general improvements to the game, a beta implementation of asset editor, meaning access to asset mods will also be available before year end, so this year, 2025. Iceflake Studios will take the helm for all development from the start of 2026. And then somebody from Iceflake states some stuff. Both teams are working together to ensure that players will experience a smooth transition. Yeah, question mark. Iceflake will introduce themselves the coming weeks and share their plans in the near future. Blah, 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 blah. So after checking out Iceflake Studios, I just find it so funny that they're looking for so many people, of course. And following the successful release of Surviving the Aftermath, we're now focused on developing exciting new city builder and management games. Okay. What games did they do? Surviving the Aftermath. I don't know. Colony Survivors, world-ending event, Ice Lakes, a fishing simulator. Okay. Race Arcade. Yeah, looking amazing right there. Premium Pool Arena. Okay. Target Horizon. So very unknown. Very, very unknown. I just found it funny that I opened their page to check out some information about them, and instantly they just have the open positions. They're looking for a lot of people to work on whatever they're doing now with City Skylines 2. Another thing that's bothering me in this entire statement here is the fact that they only talk about City Skylines 2. They are talking about the City Skylines franchise, of course, so leaving the door open for a third installment, maybe. However, I'm not seeing anything in regards to, oh, maybe they're going to develop, whatever, do content creator packs, DLCs for City Skylines. I don't know where we will stand with that. I really, really don't know. So what does this mean for the future? I mean, it can mean one of two things. I mean, for me, I feel like it can only mean one of two things. Either this we the player base will instantly see a ramp up in quality in terms of communications, in terms of everything regarding City Skylines, bug fixes, patches, new content, etc. Everything could potentially get better and more enjoyable for us as the players. However, it could also go in a different direction that, like, I don't know who this is. They're already looking for like 15 people to do work. Are they even cut out for the job? I don't know. Can it get worse as it was or as it is now? I think, yes, it can get worse. Can it get better? Yes, it can get better. Again, I'm not a big fan of City Skylines 2. I just feel there were a lot of mistakes made. In the end, my personal opinion, this looks like a step from Paradox Interactive to try to save and make as much money as possible, squeezing out Colossal Order and bringing in somebody new, somebody that they are familiar with, and just being like, hey, they couldn't handle it. Like, you guys take over. We need this to work. We put so much money in. We need that money back. Or I don't know. I really have no idea. It could go in either way of being good for us or being bad for us. But there were also some FAQs, so let's go over this. There is a roadmap for upcoming patches. Bike patch available November 19th. All right, nice. Creator packs radio December 3rd. Nice. Acid mods beta. Cool, that's all cities too, again. When is the studio shift happening? Colossal Order will plan a few additional upgrades. Well, start of 2026. We know that. Blah, 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 yada, yada. What will happen to Cities 2 from now? I don't really care about Cities 2, honestly. Current issues, performance simulation bugs still be worked on. Bike patch, asset click free updates, bug fixes for the base game. After those released, Iceflake will be taking over development. Yeah, we know that. Iceflake will also be handling console. Continue to work on console. No word on console. I don't even know if this will even come out on console. I don't know. What was Iceflake chosen? Iceflake brings strong experience in simulation and city building games and has demonstrated the creativity, technical expertise, and passion needed to what? Experience in simulation and city building games? Wait, what? Ice Lakes? I mean, it is a simulator. It is a simulation game. Apparently, they have all the expertise they need. Will this impact the design or focus of development? The core identity will remain unchanged while every studio brings its own development style. Shared goal, continue evolving the game in a way that stays true to its foundation. So broken? Sorry. I'm experiencing an issue with the game. Will this be fixed? Well, yeah, of course. Of course. What will Colossal Order do instead? Colossal Order will work on new projects, explore new creative opportunities. When can we expect the first content from Iceflake? We don't have a concrete timeline to share just yet. Of course, they're still looking for people. Iceflake's team is hardworking, getting fully settled into the project. They need people for that first. We'll share more details about the plan as soon as they can. So, nothing really that helps us. Just the general Colossal Order is out. Iceflake is in. Yeah. What are your thoughts on this?